Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me again. Happy Friday. I hope you had a fantastic day today. Let's keep working on this blog thing. It's actually, I'm getting more excited about it because I can already see myself using it. So I really want to do as many things as I can today because I really want to get this ball rolling. I haven't done much, honestly, since we last spoke. I believe the only thing that I did was I worked on on the navigation header. I cleaned it up a bit. I pulled back on the colors. Honestly, I don't need to have if any colors at all. So, and I added some of the elements that I already have in my channel, like the laptop, the channel name, and a few links at the top. So nothing too fancy. The one thing that I wanted to do is I already started working on my very simple web page. The one that I had to pull back. Right now, if you try to access the domain, it's not going to work. So I'm working on a new version of it. No WordPress at all. That looks like this. Honestly, absolutely minimal. I don't need much, to be honest. I just need a presence and somewhere to put my blog and maybe in the future some example projects and nothing. I don't need much. So all I have is this, a little bio and a few links, a link to my blog that currently doesn't work, and it looks nice on mobile, and that's all I need. But since I had that, I moved the navigation and mirrored the navigation over in my blog. So that's pretty much all I did. I wanted to work on the admin panel a little bit, but I didn't have time, so you're in luck. We are doing it together today. And as I mentioned, we are going to mimic the blog post resource example that it's on the demo.filamentphp.com. We are going to follow what they have and just remove what we don't need, and whatever we want to have, like the slug, for example, whatever new thing that we want to add, we'll add it after the fact, as soon as we have the admin panel looking at least similar to this. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let's start with, let's go open. I have the repo for the example for the demo open here, and I'm gonna start copying stuff. So let's see. Open my sources. No, this is in. Ooh, lost power there for a minute. Did I lose the stream? No? Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Where's my admin panel? Filament. Post resource. Here we go. Let's start with the table. How does their table look like? Oh, we're gonna need this status. I don't think we have status on our blog post model. Definitely, I'm definitely going to want or have that. I'm not gonna have an author, publish date. I do have created date. I don't have a published date, so we're gonna have to add that. We're not gonna have comments. So right now it's just image, title. Let's see what I have. image title, and that's it. I don't think that there is much I can do in the table, to be honest. What is this? Filters, published, from, published, until. It'll be interesting to see how they did this from and until. We'll see. I think I'll rather just work on the form itself. There's nothing much to do here. Let's see, let's grab this one. They do have this navigation up top, which is secondary navigation, which I like. Takes me to the view post first, and then you have to click on the edit one. Kind of like that. See how they do that. Let's see. They do have this static subnavigation position. I'm gonna want to copy that. So that'll give me a subnavigation position, which is positioned at the top. But I probably need to build that up. All right, so we have a section, and a section has text input with the title, slug, content. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be similar. It's not gonna have all the features. I'm not gonna have comments. I'm not gonna have authors, for example. But yeah, I'm kind of following what they have. Let's see. They have the spatty tags input. That's interesting. Spatty tags. Am I gonna need that? Do I have tags right now in my model? I don't think I do. Yeah, no, all I have is the title and SEO description. So many things to do today. Wow. No problem. Hey, thank you for joining me, by the way. I'm not going to attempt to read your name because I don't know how to, but thank you for being here. Let's see. You know what? I think the best thing I can do is start, because I'm starting at the top, like in the form, but I should start at the bottom with the model. So let's go check the model first. Models, blog, post. Okay. I don't see anything here. They don't have mass assignment, which is interesting. Belongs to category self. Category belongs to category. This probably is the tags thing that they're using. So I'm going to need a category model. I'm not gonna have comments. Let's see the migration then, because this doesn't tell me then the fields that I need. Migrations, create, blog, post table. Here we go. Hey, Abdu. I will call you Abdu. So I'm going to copy this and then remove whatever I don't need. So here we go. Actually, I don't need the ID. Just these things. Let's see. Copy that. go back to our model, our migration actually, which is create posts table. Called it posts, not blog posts, but that's fine. So now I can select this and then paste. That's not what I wanted. Really? Oh, I see. There we go. Okay, so I don't start trimming things down. I'm not going to use authors because it's going to be mine and I'm going to be the sole author of the blog posts. So not that. Categories. I do think I will need categories. Title. Oh, the ID. I didn't change that. Title, that's fine. Slug, I'm going to need. Content, of course. Publish that. I need that. SEO title, SEO description, and image. All of that stays. Good. I probably just broke all of the tests that I had. Let me check. Yeah, everything broke because I have new fields and the factory does not reflect that. Hey Khalid, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. How is your Friday going? I hope it's going great. Let's modify the factory. I need a slug for the factory. So post factory. Slug. Is there a fake slug? I bet there is. Yeah. We need content. Let's actually add everything so I don't go one by one. Need a bunch of text for this. So text, 200 characters. That'll do. Nope. Nope. There you go. Oh, I also need to start Made search at some point. I think that's what it's complaining about, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I need to start Made search. I'm going to do that right here and open another terminal. I think that's the key. Let me double check. RC0. Yeah, it is. Okay. I do have tests for title, description, and image. I'm guessing I'm going to have to add more tests for, not guessing, of course, I'm going to add more tests for all of the extra fields. But today I'm not going to do much testing. I do want to get I want to get a lot done today, and tests, it's something that I'm going to, against my own advice, I'm going to leave second. Maybe for next week, we can work on some more tests. But for now, I'm just going to go and create whatever they have on the demo. I'm going to do myself. All right. So let's go check again their code. That's the migration. Now on the model, come on. Models, blog post. They have this spatty tags. I should right away get to it. Let's check on this spatty tags input I want to bring in. Is that a plugin maybe? I don't know. Go find it. Let's check the composer.json to find the package. Filament media library settings tags plugin. It is a plugin. Store tags in database from the form builder, display tags from database in a table builder, column, or an info list entry, receive autocomplete suggestions from existing tags. Just require it, and this is actually okay. But this is not the one that they have. Very Laravel, this is, they're not using the plugin in the demo. See? They are using the plugin in the demo. Sorry. Sparitanx plugin, publish the migrations, and then migrate. You must also prepare your eloquent model. There is a component for Sparitanx input. Table column. Nice. Because the way that I see that plugin, it helps when you have an actual library of images. Like you are going to deal with a lot of images that you want to display, a bunch of images on your page. Honestly, I'm only going to deal with one image, which is the feature image of the blog post. So it kind of feels like overkill for me. So yeah, that's kind of, I might change my mind, to be honest. If the blog post, if I at some point I feel like, okay, that I do need more control over the images, I will bring it in. But right now kind of feels like overkill. Trying to keep it simple first. Okay, let's bring in this component. Composer require and vendor publish. Getting ahead of myself. All right. Okay, and then migrate. If I migrate, I'm going to lose a lot of stuff. Let me see if I have the seeds in order. I'm going to create 6 of those, and I already fixed the factory. Although Let me check the factory real quick. Okay, all of these are nullable, so that's fine. The content I have, the slug I have, the title, block category, that's also nullable. Okay, but yeah, I have 0 for it. So I can do PHP artisan migrate fresh seed. I don't have to do fresh. All I have to do is migrate. It's a new table. There you go. Although I should migrate fresh, so I have more. I have all of the new columns in the database. Migrate fresh seed. Better. All right. So now I have all of the inputs, columns, info list entries, but they mentioned something about the model, which is probably that has tags trait. Yep, there it is. So there's the tags, then there's a table. I don't need to do that. Casts, let's bring in these casts for the protected date. I don't need author. I do need category. Do I need category though? Because that doesn't seem to be the same thing as tags. Let me check. Yeah, it's not the same. I don't need category, honestly. I can do it all with tags. All right. Scoping back. I'm gonna go back to the migration, remove the category ID, save. It was nullable, so there is no problem with the factory. And now I don't need the relationship. So I don't need this, I don't need this, and I don't need this. So I don't have any relationship right now. So I'm done with the model. Cool. Let's go back to the resource then, and let's start working on the form. So first thing they have, I'm gonna just take it all off and just work on every input one by one. So first they have a section. Close this, close this, close that. Let's get rid of everything, start from scratch. So they have a forms components section. Hey Hamad, how you doing? Thank you for being here again. Okay, so we have a section, then the schema has this. What this is doing, let's read through it. Let me reformat this a little bit because it's too long of a line. Oh, I see. It's creating a slug entry based on the title. So it's just a text input for the title. It's required. It's live on Blur. So every time I move away from the input, it's going to do something or just going to reflect changes, max length, after state updated, which goes hand in hand with live. It's going to take an operation, a state, and a form set in order to set another field in this same form. If the operation is create, only do this when we are creating a new record, then I'm going to set the slug input to a slug value of the current state, if that makes sense. Okay. And then comes the slug input. Slug input is disabled by default because it's going to be updated by the text, by the title. Dehydrated, don't know what that is. I'm guessing it has to do with the fact that we are adding the value through a after state updated. Is required, has a max length and unique. What's dehydrated? Preventing a field from being dehydrated. You may also prevent a field from being dehydrated altogether using the dehydrated false. In this example, the field will not be present in the array return from get state, but we're doing the opposite because by default, I think dehydrated is true. Yes. I'm guessing if you don't use that because it's been updated from the title, if you don't put dehydrated in, it's not going to be in the final payload when you submit the form. I'm guessing. Then we have, what else? Content, of course. We need content. And it's a markdown editor right away, which I love. Columns 1 full, that's fine. I don't need the author, I don't need the category, I do I need this? Oh, I guess so. Let's also bring the tags input right away. All right. Save that. Let's see how it looks. Please remember me. Say what now? Oh, since I migrated fresh, I lost my user. Let's create one again. I should have that in the seeder, to be honest. But for now, let's just do PHP artisan make filament user. Spatty tags input not found. That's fine. It's looking good. Oh, I can just type in a new tag. So let's say Laravel. That's awesome. So I'm guessing that's a JSON. I didn't even look at it. Is that a JSON? I don't even know. Where's it putting this tags thing? Where's it gonna save it though? Should read about this. To make an when model taggable, yes. Body tags, has tags. I'm guessing when I did migrate, created something for me. Attach tag 1, detaching, syncing, managing. Yeah, there is a tag. Tags are stored in the tags table and can be managed with the included Spatty tags tag model. I see. I see. Okay. That's a long title. Doesn't even match. Oh, because this is okay. That's on create. This is fine. This is fine. The slug is different than the if I were creating any record, the title and the slug will be the same. But since this was since this was created with a factory, then it's different, and it's not gonna update it on Blur or anything. It's just that's just it. That's fine. I can save changes, by the way, and I have a problem. Title. Okay, so I do need fillable. I do need the mass assignment fields on my model. Let's start with that. Strange that they don't have them. They probably are disabling them globally. Let's see. If they were to do that, they probably do it in a service provider. Providers. Yeah, right here. Which it helps by not worrying about it, but I do want to have that granular control on my side. So I'm not going to do this. This will just allow mass assignment on all of your models. I do want to have the fee level property though. That's title. Content. What else? Title slug content. Title content. Title content. SEO title. SEO description. Image. Yeah, I think that's all. All right, cool. That works. I don't like that. Well, if they're doing it, it's for a reason. The fact that it doesn't take me back out to the index, kind of a preference. Why the title and SEO title? Is it going to be different value for the SEO title? Usually SEO title and SEO descriptions, they go in meta tags on the head of the HTML. And it's something that the web crawlers use to show like a title and description of your website, or when you search for it on Google, for example, that thing that you see the content of your website before even clicking the link to your website. So that's the SEO title and SEO description. It's something Google likes when doing web crawling. And yeah, it's going to be different because the size cannot be too long. So it's going to be two different fields. Something that I read, it's the best practice, I think. But we don't have fields for it though. That's interesting. I guess we could let me see something. They do make it nullable, but they don't have a field for it. I could, just so that I don't have to add another field to the form, I could do a before save, or I could do a model event that will take the title of the post and then a truncated version of the content and put them in the SEO title and SEO description automatically, so I don't have to worry about those. Yeah, I'll do that. For now, okay, I'll make a note, mental note for that, and let's keep going. So we have the form, we have the image here. I think I already have this. I already have this taken care of, but let's copy this. Oh, columns too. Can't forget that. Two columns. Mm-hmm. So now I should have the image here. Awesome. All right. I have the table. I'm not doing anything with the table right now, except I do have. Hold on. Oh, they're doing something interesting. They don't have a column for, oh, I see. I thought they were going to have like a status column in the database, maybe a Boolean, but instead they are using, hi, Techie Tunes, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today. Instead of having a column in the database, they are using a batch column and a get state using comparing the published at date, checking if it's past date, and if it is, then it's published, and if it's not, then it's draft. So they're using the published date as a method of controlling when does the post is actually published, which is a very clever idea. I like that. Let's actually use that. And notice that since the published at is nullable, then if it's null, it's published. I would have gone the other way around. No, wait. If it's null, then it's false, and if it's false, it's draft. Okay, makes sense. So if we check our table, I already put this date here, but if we go to posts, then we have a bunch in draft and one published. Nice. Okay, what else? Don't have category, published at, we do need that. We have that now. What are they using for icon? I want that. But protect string navigation icon. All right. Stop. Oh, there's one already. Actually, let's keep that and remove this one. What else do I need here? Let me think. Can edit, I can change the publish date. They do have a bunch of stuff. Oh, the navigation up top, right? The whole view post thing. This right here. So how do they do that? They probably have another page for show posts. Let's check. And I think they have to register. They have a bunch of filters. I'm not interested in filters right now. I will, but just not right now. Actions, I do need more actions. Bulk actions. Info list, I do need this. And then get record subnavigation to get view, edit, and I don't need this one. Okay, let's get the info list first. I do need another page. Post resource list, manage view, view post. I need to create this page first. Let's go to the info list section real quick. Info list builder. Getting started. No, hold on. Panel builder. Viewing records. Here we go. PHP artisan make filament resource user. No, hold on. This is to create a new resource with a view page, which I didn't do. Here it is. Adding a view page to an existing resource. Make filament page, view post, is it going to be? Where is it? Yeah, view post. With the post resource as the resource and the type view record. I'm going to copy this thing. view post, post resource, view record type. I need to register that in the get pages. I will do that in a minute. Ow. Let's see, they have a get title method. Check mine. Let me see how it looks. If there's anything different. View post. Yeah. They have the resource, that's fine. Then they have a get title. And just returns the record title. And an empty string for get actions. So I don't need that. Let's copy this method here. What's wrong with you? I need to import HTML. Yeah, that was it. So I have the view post page now, and if we go back to the resource, this is what's going to make the design of the view page. So I'm going to copy all of that and then trim down whatever I don't need. Need to import the info list, and that's good. So they have a section with a schema, and then a split, and then a grid with 2 columns, and then they have a group. And on that group, they have a title, the slug, the published ad, all of those I need. And then the next group has the author name, I don't need that, category name and tags. So could probably just do away with one group, but we'll see. Then the other group, I have the tags, then the image entry for the image, and then another section with the content, prose, markdown, hidden label, collapsible. Okay. And then I need the get record subnavigation for the navigation up top. Let's copy this. What do you need? Probably the page. Have filament. What's the class for this? Filament resources pages page. And I only have view and edit. I don't have the comments page. Ooh, what did I do? If you see me struggling sometimes, I feel like I have to explain. It's because I I started using bin motions for VS Code in order to kind of try to improve my speed. Obviously, it's going to hinder my speed at the beginning. So sometimes my gears start grinding thinking about what do I have to do. So that's pretty much why. I've gotten better. You should have seen me like 3 weeks ago, but there are still things that kind of throw me off sometimes. Like this, for example. I don't know how this happened. Okay, so we have the navigation. What else do we need? We do have to register that list post in the get pages. So I'm going to grab this. Copy it and head over to the get pages. Oh, this one. I was grabbing the wrong one. The view one is the one that I need. All right. I think that's it. What else? What's this for? Global search, eloquent query. Oh, they have a global search. That could be handy at some point. But I have never done it. So remind me that I want global search enabled. Let's do it. What the heck? Global search, global search. Global search allows you to search across all the resources, records from anywhere in the app. Setting the global search result title. To enable global search on your model, you must set a title attribute for your resource. Is that already there? I don't, but I'm sure they do have it. Yeah, right here. We need that. This attribute is used to retrieve the search result title from for that record. Your resource needs to have an edit or view page to allow the global search results to link to that URL. We do have both, actually. You may customize the title further. I don't think they're doing this. Is that what they're doing? Hold on. They customize the eloquent query for the global search, the globally searchable attributes, and the search results detail. I guess I'm gonna just use all of those except for the fact that they are using author and category. Oh, they're just loading in the relationships. So I don't think so that means that I don't need to override this. The only reason that they are overriding it is because they need to load in the relationships into the query for the global search. So I don't have any of this, so I don't need to. Now get globally searchable attributes. Now this one I need because this is probably what the query is using to search for the records globally. Title, slug, minus author name, and category name. So just title and slug. Let's copy this. Grab this. And let's put it here. Okay. Is there anything else that I need to do for global search? Is that easy? Globally searching across multiple columns. We already said that. Adding extra details. We are not doing that. We're not doing this either. Customizing global search result URLs. We're not doing that either. Adding actions to global search. Nope. Nope. You can even dispatch Livewire events from global search actions. That's interesting. So there is a method to disable it. That means that I don't have to enable it. Let's see if it works. If I enable it. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Global search enabled. So does that mean I can just do, let's say, do see. Ah, nice. So that's the record, and I have the navigation up here. Ah, that's so cool. I go straight to the edit. That's fine. See the view. It's not working. It's because I need a section import. I was wondering how that was going to work. Post resource. Let's go to here. Component section. Yeah. I could go the route of using. Oh no, not like that. Hey, Dejit. Good morning. Is doing great. Thank you for asking. How about you? How's your day going? Thank you for joining me. So what I usually do is I do info list. No, info lists plural, and then components. So I could just add this to all of them, but there are too many. So instead, I'm going to go all the way up. And right here, I'm going to copy this line, not that. Copy this line and paste it below. And just delete the last part. So that way I have the info list folder, which has the components folder. Still not working. Oh, I do have to add the... Oh, that means I still have to add components at the end. That's how that works. Good. It's not showing the tags because it doesn't have any. Duh. Okay, this looks acceptable, passable. And then I can switch to edit. Yeah, I like this. I like it already. Now let's go back to the, sorry, let's go back to this because I need a few more actions. I need the view action and the delete action. You just woke up? So lucky. Oh, the heat is very bad, isn't it? Other than that, it's great. Yeah, I know. I don't like heat either. I was in Arizona, no, not Arizona, Utah, in the southern section of Utah 2 years ago in summer. And I don't know if it gets as bad as it probably doesn't get as bad as it is where you are, but it reached around 180 and 112 degrees was the max temperature on summer. It never worked for you? Which one? This one? They were kind of easy to, I didn't have to do much, honestly. So it goes like this. Let me see if I can give you a summary of what I did. So in your resource, first thing you have to do is decide where your navigation goes with subnavigation position. And in this case, I'm using top, but you can also use side. Let's see what options we have here. You can use start and of or top. So left, right, or top. Let's use start, for example. If you use start, it's gonna look like this, which I kind of don't like. I kind of like it better on top. So you do that. Oh, jeez. Once you do that, then you need an extra page. In this case, this is a view page that we added. So you need to add another page that you are then going to add to the sub navigation. In this case, I added a view page with this artisan command. I just use make filament page. View pose is the name of the page. Pass the resource, and then what kind of page you want. You can actually add more edit pages if you want to split the editing of your record into different pages, or you have a related thing to the thing that you're editing. You can also add custom pages if you want to have navigation items for custom pages if you need to. But yeah, I created another page with that command. And then once you do that, it tells you that you have to register that page in the get pages. So you have to go to the get pages of your resource and then register the route for that page in your resource. In this case, it was a view. So just pass that and get the URL. Once you register that page, then you add this function, get record subnavigation. And this is what actually shows you the links. You can choose what pages are shown in in the subnavigation. So in this case, it's just the view post, which is the new one, and then the edit. And I think because Laravel knows what kind of page it is, then it assigns the icon. In this case, the view one is the little eye and the edit is just a pencil. I'm guessing if you're creating custom pages, you're gonna have to set that page's icon manually, but I don't know how to do that. But basically that's just it. Once you do that, then you have the navigation. I hope that helps. Oh, you mean with the, okay, let's, I could try and do a custom one just to show you how it looks. Let's see. Yeah, I guess the custom page has to have a type, I'm guessing. Either for edit. What happens if you don't? Uh, hmm. Let's see. Let's do a test. What happens if I want to create Jesus, can you stop doing this? There. So let's see. PHP artisan make filament page. I will delete this later, but let's say if I want a custom page. Do need to pass in the resource. So source, let's put it in the post resource. And no type. Oh, you do have, well, it's a custom one. So you have the option to make it custom, list, create, edit, or view. Let's make it a custom one. See what happens. So see, it tells you that you have to register that in the get pages. So what you would do in that case is go back here to your code, to your resource, find the get pages array, and let's just call it test for some reason. And then you do pages, custom page, route, and this is where you declare the route. So here you can make the choice of, if you want to have access to the record from the resource, then you pass this record variable. So you'll have a record in your page, but let's say you just want to actually, yeah, let's do that. So let's receive the record. And let's call it custom. And then you move into the route navigation items and then add one more. Custom page class. And let's see if that works. There's a custom page link. What happens if I go to that? There you go. You have a custom page, and that page actually has a record for it has the access to the post record that we're editing right now. And that's how you add any page to the navigation. It doesn't have an icon though. If it is a custom one, it doesn't have an icon. Can I modify the page? Yeah, you can probably add an icon here. Custom pages. There's got to be an icon. Breadcrumb. You can decide what breadcrumb you have on that page. The resource is discovered. Get route name. Get navigation items. Get navigation URL. Route. Doesn't seem to be a way to change the icon though. No. I guess that's the only thing. Maybe I'm not reading it correctly, but if it is a custom page, then you don't have an icon. If it is any other type of page, then Filament decides what kind of icon you see in the subnavigation. If it is a view, it's an eye. If it is an edit, it's a pencil. And I don't remember what other types there were. Oh, what are you doing? Reload. There you go. Trying to think, what else do I need? I don't think I do need anything else. At this point, can I, this is very important for me. Can I add a code block here? Okay, if I save this and then go to view, it doesn't work well here. What happened to the rest of the content? Info list. What is prose? What does prose do? Let me go and read about it real quick. Info list builder, text entry, It is a text entry, right? Yeah, text entry. They don't mention anything about pros in the documentation. What happens if I remove it? Absolutely nothing. I don't know what that's doing. Okay, no big deal. As long as I can display that code block in the actual blog post, I guess that's fine. Okay, right now, what I want to do is there is something that is bugging me. I don't think that I need anything else for the admin, page. I think I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to do some rework or some renaming for my folder structure because there's few things that are bugging me. Starting with the naming convention, because on my resource, not my resource, on my Livewire folder, I have a post folder, but I do have a blog post. So see how I think it's better if I show the resources. I have a filament and a components. In the components folder, I have a blade component that is blog post. And in the Livewire, I have another, this is the view for a filament component, blog post. So these two are bugging me. The fact that they are the same, they have the same name, don't like that. See, that view is for this blog post component. And this component is the one that shows the whole view. Let me close a few things. I'm getting confused already. So this blog post, yeah, this is the actual page where you see the blog post when you read it. So I need to change that name. So I guess what I'm going for, I'm gonna go for something that's similar to what Filament does with a pages folder. So let's see. What if in my Livewire folder, I have a post folder, and inside that I have another one that it says pages. And this show posts is the list of posts. So this is going to be called list posts instead of show posts, which I don't know what I was thinking with that name. So I'm going to move this in here. Yes, move it. And I will rename it. First of all, let's change the namespace because right now this goes to pages. And then instead of show posts, this is going to be list posts. Have to update the view as well. So there will be another folder here, pages, list posts. Let's go and change that right away. Resources. Livewire posts, pages. Move that in there. And change the name. Now this broke the route, I'm guessing. Am I live? Am I back? Can you guys see me? I can see myself. I'm guessing, yeah. Please let me know in the chat if you guys are back. Sorry about that. I kind of lost power for a second, so my Wi-Fi just went away. Or it's probably frozen. Oh, I see what you mean. Man, that sucks. Yeah, it's because I think OBS just crapped out on me. That's the problem. And if I exit, it's just going to end the stream and I will have to create a new one. So yeah, that sucks. I didn't think, yeah, it's probably because of the blackout that I had like a few minutes ago. That sucks. All right. Well, I'm going to have to forcibly stop the stream here because I don't see a way of fixing this right now. So yeah, let's just call it a day for now. That's unfortunate, but I think we did a lot today. I'm gonna try and figure this markdown thing on my own, and if I do, then I'll share the solution with you guys next stream and keep working on the front facing side. There are a few things that I want to do, but I think we're almost done with the blog posts and with the blog itself. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Sorry for the inconveniences, and I think we have like maybe one or two more weeks of this project, which is exciting because then I'm gonna get to use it. So thank you so much for joining me, guys. Leave a like if you found this video helpful, and don't forget to subscribe. And as always, see you in the next one.